Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Emi Fatmawati. I am from TBI 1. My ID number is 2019 60 and 8. Well, here I want to do an extensive reading test course. My achievement is I have to tell the title of the story that I have read, the reason why it is interesting for me, the characteristic in the story, the summary, the moral lesson, and the last is the reflections. First, I want to tell you the title of the story that I have read so far. The title is A Walk on the Water. The second is the reason why it is interesting for me, because when the first time I read the title, directly remind me with Islamic story about someone who can walk on the water. The third is about the characteristic of the story. The main character in the story is a woman. The name is Alana. She is a beautiful and rich woman, but she decided to leave all her property. So since from that, she became a brave and hardworking woman. The next is the characteristic of Alana's father. He is pushy, selfish, and never supported his daughter's wishes. Next is the summary. So this story is tell us about a woman. The name is Alana, who has been run away from her father for a long 5 years since she was 16 years old. It is because her father forced her to marry with a man that the age is more twice than Alana's age, just to keep the peace between her father and his business partner. So Alana moved from one country to another country. She never lived in one place with a long time. It is because Alana avoided her father's private army, and she did many things. She did many ways. She did many ways to survive by doing a lot of work. Until one day, Alana ran away to the ships and met with a man. This man was the man she had met on the ship 5 years ago. The name is Nicolo, and in the fact, Nicolo worked as passengers for 5 years, just uh, just to can find Alana. And here, Nicolo had fallen in love at the first sight with Alana, and finally, Nicolo promised to accompany Alana on her journey. That's all about the story that I have read so far. And next is the moral lesson. From this story, I learned many things. As a woman, I really appreciate Alana's journeys. So I learned how to survive in our life, how to never give up, and be patient. For example, like Nicolo, he need 5 years to meet Alana. From from Nicolo's journey, we can conclude that to get what we want, we have to be patient. And the revelations from this story, from extensive reading, I get many things. Uh, I really enjoy this material, and I can improve my memory, my vocabularies without memorizing, because I read many times, because sometimes I get new vocabulary and I read several times, and it is make me easier to memorize the vocabulary. And next is I get from the story, from extensive reading, I get many things, uh, especially in reading. But I learned also in grammar write, how to write with grammar, and also how to get the moral lesson in the story, and many things. So I'm really excited with extensive reading. That's all about my story, my achievement. I ask apologize if I have many mistake in my word. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.